Imagine this. You're sitting in a cave 50,000 years ago. It's dark outside. The fire crackles. You can feel the heat on your face. Around you, maybe 20 people. Your entire world. Someone's talking. Someone's laughing. Someone's sharpening a spear. You're safe. You're warm. You're with your tribe. Your brain releases dopamine. Not because you're excited, because you're connected. Every face in that firelight is a face you know, a face that kept you alive yesterday and will keep you alive tomorrow. Now look at your hand. That warm glow in your palm, that's not a campfire, that's your phone, and your brain can't tell the difference. In the 1950s, a psychologist named James Olds made a discovery that should have terrified us. He implanted electrodes in the brains of rats, specifically in a region called the nucleus accumbens. He gave the rats a lever that stimulated that region. You know what happened? The rats chose the lever over food, over water, over sex. They pressed it thousands of times until they collapsed from exhaustion. Olds had found the pleasure center, but here's what we didn't understand until recently. That system didn't evolve for pleasure, it evolved for survival. In the ancestral world, dopamine was released when you found water, when you ate sugar, when you had sex, when you bonded with your tribe. Each hit of dopamine was your brain saying, do that again. That kept you alive. The problem? That system is ancient and it's easily fooled. In 2019, researchers at Harvard scanned people's brains while they scrolled through Instagram. What they found was predictable. The same reward circuits activate, but here's what they didn't expect. The social pain of not getting likes activated the same brain regions as physical pain. The anterior cingulate cortex, the same area that fires when you're stabbed, lights up when your post gets ignored. Let that sink in. Social rejection on a screen hurts your brain the same way a physical wound does. Why? Because 50,000 years ago, being rejected by your tribe meant death. You couldn't survive alone. Your brain didn't evolve to handle muting or unfollowing. It evolved to handle banishment. And banishment was a death sentence. Robin Dunbar, a British anthropologist, noticed something strange in the 1990s. He looked at primate brains and found a direct correlation between neocortex size and group size. For humans, the number is about 150. That's Dunbar's number, the maximum number of stable relationships your brain can process. Your brain evolved to track 150 people. Each one, you knew their face, their voice, their history, their trustworthiness. That was your tribe. Today, the average social media user has about 400 friends, and that's not counting followers, colleagues, acquaintances, and the thousands of strangers whose opinions you absorb. Your brain is trying to track a tribe of 400 plus people. It wasn't designed for this. It's like asking a calculator to, it can't, so it crashes. And the crash looks like anxiety, exhaustion, a strange feeling of being lonely in a crowd of digital voice. Every time you pull down to refresh, something happened. Maybe there's a notification, maybe there's not, but you keep pulling. This is called variable ratio reinforcement. It's the same mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. You don't know when the reward comes, so you keep checking. B.F. Skinner proved this in the 1950s. Pigeons that got food on a random schedule pressed a lever obsessively. They couldn't stop. Even when the food stopped coming, they kept pressing. Sound familiar? The average person checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. And each time, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine, a reminder that you're still part of the tribe, still connected, still safe. But here's the irony. You're not connecting. You're checking. There's a difference. Connection is sitting around the fire, hearing someone's voice, feeling their presence. Checking is poking the fire to make sure it's still burning. You're not connecting. You're making sure you're still alive. And that's exhausting. In 2022, a study in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine tracked 5,000 adults over 5 years. The result? People who check social media more than 30 times per week were 3 times more likely to develop depression and anxiety than those who checked less than 10 times. Not because social media is evil, because your brain was never designed to process the emotional weight of 400 tribes at once. In the ancestral world, if someone was angry at you, you knew why. You could see their face, hear their voice, resolve it. Today, someone can hate you from across the planet and you'll never know why. You'll just carry the weight. So, what do? Not delete all social media. That's not realistic, but something simpler. First, understand that your phone addiction isn't a personal failure. It's an evolutionary trap. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do, trying to keep you connected to the tribe. The problem is the tribe is now a global network. Second, create firelight moments. Intentional time where you're fully present with real people. No phones, no notifications, just faces in actual firelight. Your brain still needs that. Third, when you feel the urge to check your phone, ask yourself one question. Am I looking for information or am I looking for safety? If it's safety, put the phone down. The tribe is still there. You're not being banished. You're just not being stimulated. And that's okay. Anthropologists estimate that for 99.9% of human history, you could see your entire tribe in a single glance. Everyone you loved, everyone you trusted, everyone who mattered, all within the radius of a campfire. Today, you carry the entire species in your pocket. You were never designed for that. No human was. Your brain is a campfire brain in a bonfire world. And the first step toward freedom is understanding that the device in your hand isn't a tool. It's a campfire. And you've been staring at it your whole life thinking you were connecting, when really you were just making sure the fire was still burning. It is, put the phone down, go find your tribe, subscribe to @HomoStrange for more,